It's a tradition that goes back from the beginning of time. The moment we begin living, we begin dying.
The National Museum of Funeral History houses an extensive collection of funeral artifacts.
We go all the way back to the late 1800s with a horse-drawn hearse, and we come all the way forward to our most recent motorized hearse, which is a Cadillac that carried the bodies of both President Ronald Reagan and Gerald R. Ford. The Rockefeller hearse, I have to say, one of our most ornate pieces here in the museum. The beauty of this piece is the fact that it's all hand-carved. The wood is worked in a way that the curtains just look like they flow just effortlessly, but it's actual wood.
They even have the hearse used in the funeral for Princess Grace of Monaco.
This is our 1929 Studebaker ambulance hearse combination. So it actually would convert either from an ambulance or a hearse, depending upon how you needed it.
So if you're headed for the hospital and you don't make it, they got you coming or going, right?
Exactly. It's a one-stop shop kind of thing.
One of the most unusual funeral rituals from the 19th century.
They took the hair of the deceased and weaved it into a form of art, and it was a keepsake for the family.
Displays show everything from the history of embalming to what goes on behind the scenes at the funeral of the Pope, like this silver hammer, which was used to destroy the papal ring and the seal.
The National Museum of Funeral History has a very unusual collection of coffins, like this one covered in money. Who says you can't take it with you?
Forget Snow White. Here's a real coffin made of glass. Or how about this 3-person casket intended for a family who lost a child? They considered killing themselves.
Fortunately, the casket was never used. JB, this is a collection that represents a 100-year-old funeral home that actually was passed down through 4 generations. We are no longer seeing this anymore. The funeral homes are going more corporate, so the funeral homes that were passed down from father to son to grandson to great-grandson is just basically dying out now.
From the original eternal flame from President John F. Kennedy's grave, a plaque from Marilyn Monroe's mausoleum, to a ticket from Michael Jackson's memorial service.
When people come here, they're not sure what to expect, and when they leave, it's just like, they're like, wow.
Today, how we bury the dead is changing, with funerals becoming more of a celebration of life.
Having the museum as a neutral environment, they can almost visualize this event that's going to happen to every single one of us.
For CBS 19, I'm JB Smith, and that's my story.